Okay, you need to sort out your slug lines, which are, so it would probably be, or let's say, I like to do it like that, but I don't know. Have a look at some real screenplays and see what that looks like, and that should be over here as well, I think. Oh, that's annoying. Right, so here, Tom, you need a bit of... Zoe, can you keep your voice down, please? Okay. People over there, I'm going to selectively take one person away from each gap. So who would it be? Dara and then Tiana out if I think you're not working. So please work. Yeah, that happens sometimes. You need to give a little bit of description of Tom. So Tom. So you would say Tom, mid-20s, tousled hair with a nice smile when we see it, but tired and preoccupied. Yeah. So what you do, you think about the producer, and they're looking at this. They want to think, all right, what kind of actor is this? Who am I going to cast? Who is this character? Whereas if you just have Tom, you just kind of think, okay, some name. All right. So you need to put something in there that's a little bit descriptive. Yeah. Why are you're like Lucy yesterday? What's up? What is the funny? She's doing what you were doing. I don't understand this. All right, shall I try to be less frivolous? If they're divorcing already, do you
think the storyline's not?
No, I think it's good. It's a nice twist, and I'm just trying to think what we need to know for things to still be a surprise. What it's obviously the audience need not to know, but what the person reading it would need to know. He looks up. Dominic, can you stop that? Or put some headphones on. Oh, really? So the bad computer. He looks up. Can you just unplug that computer, whichever one it is? He looks up to see Kirsty look at him from her office desk. Now, I think who was talking to you about this, about naturalistic dialogue? I think you've got to try and make things, slim things down. I was talking to Lucy about this. If you're in an office with someone who is kind of a friend and looks across, you're less likely to say,
Tom.
Yeah. Would you say, everything all right? I mean, if you say everything all right like that, what you're saying is these two people are kind of friendly and familiar, because you don't use the names of your friends. Yeah. So listen to the kind of dialogue. I mean, she might call him Tom at some point, but that looks different.
Yeah.
And I think your dialogue is just skimming through it there is a little bit, could be a little bit more fluent.
Yeah.
Yeah? Catch up on. Oops. Okay, again, I just think it needs to be a bit slangy,
Yeah.
and have question marks.
Yes, you see like that bit, is that in the right place?
No,
No.
because that's it doesn't need to be in brackets.
And then you just leave it there.
You stick it. Where's the other? So you've got dialogue there. It should be out here. So let's just take. You're doing this with tabs, are you? Well, just tabs are how. If you're doing it, the tab is here.
Yeah.
Okay. So if your dialogue is there, that line, that's the line of your dialogue. That's fine. But this, which is a piece of action, it needs to be further out. And so you've got, that's the first bit of kind of action that you've got.
Yeah.
Actually, this should be out there too. Yeah, that's looking a bit better. Let's move that down there. Okay, give her a nickname, okay? Thanks, Kirst.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kirsty. Okay. Yeah, let's put this. I don't know how I lost the. I don't know how to get the one back there. Anyway, it should be out here.
So the characters are American audience as well. Basically, she changes the notes.
Yeah, I got that.
Well, why don't you say instead? Why don't you instead do it?
Have you emailed me, Stanley?
I did.
Good.
Why don't you instead do it? I can't just fight them for like you say. When you get in the car, it's like, oh, there's, or you think like, oh, it's that. As long as they see it, they just want to do a cross cut into it. So it's like, oh, I find it.
This is all fine. Good.
They're not in actually, they're not in the same place, but you can't look like
Okay, this all needs a bit of tidying up. I'm going to stop doing that and let you do all the. So you've got an example of what it should look up above. Right, this is more scenes. He gets back to the car, he goes to his brother's, he stays for the weekend, he tries to call her, he arrives at work on Monday. That's. Are you doing that in a montage, or that's like 5 more scenes? So you have to, if you're going to do that, you have to do slug lines for them. You have to tell the story of that, and it's quite a lot of.
So should I take that out?
Well, or do it as a montage. If you want to come back, that will use the rest of your word count if you do no more scenes, and you'll never get to the end. So you could say, so what I would recommend that you do is cut everything out here and do what I was talking about, which is the scene. This is the first scene. This is the final scene. Yeah. So you don't join them up. You write a little paragraph in here saying, in between this first scene and the last scene, Tom does this. He does all that. He does all that.
And I write that there.
Yeah. Sorry. But that's going to lead directly into the scene where he discovers that Suzanne is this is.
Yeah.
And would it be a twist, especially if you want to drop the strings of very nervous character? Right. Send it to me. Okay. If you rewrite it, send it to me in a week. And I'll see if I can help. Because I don't like.
All right. So what about doing a speed? So.
I do.
Let's say.
Yeah. Because it's what I do. I'm going to you need to be clear. Think of it less about. Think of it less about the technical stuff and more kind of the procedural. Obviously, so like
Go away.
In my head, it's usually to kind of like
Sorry, I should be talking here. So what I'm going to suggest is that you do turn that into a montage, and then you jump with a sudden cut to him back at work.
Yeah.
You're spelling her Kisty now. How's he going to find out that she is who she is?
I don't know. I feel like they need to meet up.
Because it's just because it's the way it just needs to be.
And then I'll cut it there at the end. They see each other. That's it.
Yeah, just to like.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Like EastEnders. Yeah. I think we're thinking about. How's the internet?
Because you want to make a judgment for yourself, not be told. So that's what you want.
It's all going a bit slowly.
No, it's the same thing as well. Like if you got somebody from fighters, the way you know that from is because they've got a Welsh accent. Everybody cares.
A foreshadowing earlier, maybe by having the characters not notice something important on TV. How would you show it? Would you just throw it in the edit for 2 seconds and 2 frames, and none of the shots show the relationship between the characters and the TV?
It's this one I was thinking of.
So the audience doesn't get.
Do you remember this is talking about how do you tell the story of someone going from somewhere to somewhere else? And he says, well, this is how they do it in Heat. They just have driving montage. Here's some roads. Here's one city. Here's a different city. And then this example. I mean, obviously this is comic, but it's really quick. And if you think about him going home, Tom going home, and sort of going to his brother's, looking sad and being let into the house. If you could make a list of the shots that you would include in montage that would tell that story for you, yeah? And then at the end of it, we go to sudden cut to the office and Kirsty comes up and goes...
And I write the shots in the...
Yeah, you just make a list of 8 shots or something like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's fine because you've got 600 words left. Odd, 500 words left. And I think you're absolutely right. I think you have the phone call.
Or it could be a phone call.
How do you mean?
They could exchange numbers and then
rather than online, you mean?
Well, they're talking online and then they exchange numbers and then it could be a phone call and then he puts the phone down. So she says hello and then he hears it's her voice.
Because he hears her voice.
So you'd be like, they drive off.
That's one way of doing it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he recognise her phone number?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
No, I think recognise the voice is great. Don't worry. She's got a secret phone because she's having an affair with someone else. So she gives him a different number. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So is it that some...
Good.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, no,
You've got,
I
that
feel
gives
better
you...
now, yeah.
Great. All right.
Thank you.
No, that's fine, Amy. I'll send you this.